Roquan Smith, who a couple of years ago was a member of the Chicago Bears, is now one of the cornerstones of the Baltimore Ravens defense. Here's Smith talking about the Super Bowl aspirations held by really every team, but specifically the Baltimore Ravens.
No, I think each and every guy goal and as a team should be to make the Super Bowl, but there's a process in place, and you have to respect the process. And I'm a firm believer in respecting the process. So it starts with week 1. Kansas City is in our way for what exactly we want to do, and I'm sure from their eyes we're in their way. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a clash, and hey, may the best man win. But I like us. What way to have a bigger show than when the whole entire world is watching you, regardless of what happened last year? Hey, that's last year. This is a completely new season, and like, hey, the whole world's going to be watching, people from all over. So I'm very excited about our defense and our offense, the special teams as well, to put a show on in front of the entire world and do it and look good while we're doing it.
Hey, look, the Lions got the Chiefs last year, which I don't think is necessarily a good thing for the Ravens, because the Chiefs will be even more on guard for the possibility of losing the night that they hang a banner. And they've had those lapses in the regular season, most recently, curiously and really inexplicably, losing to the Raiders on Christmas Day at home. But the Ravens come in with a team that, if they execute a proper plan, like running the ball more than 11 times, they can maybe give the Chiefs everything they can handle. They get better as the season goes on. The Ravens do, especially defensively, and that's really the question now, because Mike Macdonald, who did a great job with the defense last year, is gone. So you've got one team, full continuity in the key pieces of the coaching staff. You got another team, new defensive coordinator. That's a factor when you're talking about these two teams reuniting right out of the gates.
Yeah, it is, Mike. And, whenever you get a coordinator change, there is sort of an adjustment period. You don't want to think about it like what a fool believes, where there's just going to be nothing different when Mike Macdonald is not there for the Ravens any longer. Zach Orr, yeah, you clocked that, huh? Zach Orr, who I think is going to do a really good job as defensive coordinator. I do. I mean, he is a Baltimore Raven through and through, right? Somebody that was a linebacker for them. But I don't think that it would be smart to just say that, oh, yeah, it's going to be all the same. It's going to be continuity. Look at what happened with the Philadelphia Eagles last year. And this is a different side of the ball, yes. But even though you had Johnson as the quarterback's coach, right, you elevate him to offensive coordinator, things go off the rails. So no matter what, it's your first time calling a defense, in a regular season game, and you're going against Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs, like, that's not the easiest thing to do. No matter what the continuity is, no matter what you already know about that defense. So that's where I think if you're the Ravens, you got to expect that there's going to be some sort of adjustment period. And if that's the case, that doesn't mean panic, because as you brought up earlier, you're going to get better as the season goes on. Zach Orr is going to get better at this job as the season goes on. But right out of the gate, it might not be as great as it was toward the end of last season.
Okay. You have a chance to win $1 million in the NBC sweepstakes on Yahoo Fantasy. Just download the redesigned Yahoo Fantasy app or go to NBCSports.com/fantasymillion for additional details. What are you waiting for?
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.